All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Friday video. Typically this would be tournament time, but today we have the rare opportunity of no tournament. It's been quite a while since we haven't had a tournament on a weekend, but we do have the boss event, Ouroboros, number 66. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. A little boss action. So let's get in there. Let's go check. Actually, before we do that, I forgot I have my Instant Creation Lab Fusion. We've also got the park coming along on this side, under construction. But let's. What we got here? We'll take that. Need the DNAs. Need them drastically. Okay, so let's see. I was going to speed up this guy. Excellent. So we'll use this guy for our instant creation lab. Yes, we'll use the instant fuse. Excellent. Didn't want to fuse up another one of the Gorgosuchuses just yet. Next week we will probably do that. But now I do have an open fuse container. Put this guy in there. Okay, so we got the timer restarted for that. There we go. Excellent. All right, let's get into this boss. Okay, so boss events. There are a decent amount of DNA. So this is a Cenozoic boss, cave creature. We have a new statue, the gold Ouroboros 66 statue, which is really exciting because it has a 7 square reach. Previous to this, the only boss that had a statue that was that good was the Phoenix 44 with a 7 reach statue. It's the only statue in the game, or decoration in the game, that has a 7 square reach, which means if you're doing a loaded, let's do this. This will be easier to describe. So typically, this is going to be the maximum amount of decorations that you can have and still reach the thing you're trying to boost. But with these boss statues that reach 7, you can go one more out. So you can get an extra few boosts on a paddock or a building or whatever it is you're doing. But there's only the Phoenix 44 statue, and then now there will be the Ouroboros 66 gold statue that will do the same. So the original statue, this guy, only had a 6 square reach and a 6% boost. So it's pretty exciting that we're getting another gold statue with a better, being better. So this one was the same as its original one, just gold. But it's nice that they're finally making the gold statues a little bit stronger. But all right, all that being said, the boss event itself. So let's get in there. So 6 billion is the damage goal. Looks like the community is doing good so far with already almost 700 billion damage done. We've got 106 total missions that we have available to us, and we've got 3 days basically to do this. So my recommendation is that if you want to maximize your DNA and your super DNA, is that you break however you want to do it. So 106 different missions. Let's see. So you're going to do 35 to 36 missions a day, or you can do 80 in one day and then do 10 the next 2 days. It really depends on how you want to do it, but you want to make sure you have at least 10 missions available for every day, so that you can continue to claim the complete 10 raid event missions. So you can get the total that is here now is, what is that? That is 142 super DNA in total between the 4 missions that are there now. But if you can space your missions out and do the extra 2 days of missions, you can get to a total of 190. So an additional, was it 48 super DNA. So it's definitely worth it. And like I said, you can break up your missions however you want to. But I typically will I'll try to keep it even unless I have a stint of time where, like today and tomorrow, I might do more than 35, so that way the last day on Sunday is not as much of a grind, if you will. We'll do a little bit bigger of a grind, especially since we don't have a tournament going. Should be no problem, and because we don't have a tournament, hopefully we'll have no problem with actually hitting the community goal. But we've only got 3 days to do it. 6 billion damage. So let's get into this. So when I am doing these events, I try to maximize every single thing that I'm doing every single time I go in, because when you go in, it's going to cost you $5 dino bucks, right? Which isn't a lot, but it is a cost. So if you can maximize the number of missions that you're completing per attempt, it's going to cost you less overall in dino bucks. But so we've got our first missions for us. This might not be the same for you because I think it's different for everybody. I don't know. Actually, comment below if you do get the identical mission list that I have to start with, because I don't believe that that's the case, but I would be curious to find out. So we've got team 3 rare creatures, use 1 amphibian, and use 10 blocks and deal 500 damage. So the block one is one that we're probably not going to be able to do. We might be able to do it. Got 3 rare creatures, 1 amphibian, and 500 damage. So let's get in here and let's pick our creatures. So we're going to pick 3 rares. One of them will be an amphibian. The other 2 doesn't matter, but they just need to be rare. And we've got Cenozoic that we're fighting against, so we're not going to get any class advantage because there is no rare creatures in the Cenozoic anymore since they did the rebalance. They got rid of all of the rares, only super rare and above. So let's get in there and pick some creatures. So we're going to go rarity. Oh, not ferocity. Rarity. We're going to switch over here. So we're going to put in some low levels to start. 377. So we'll do 1 low, and then we'll do 1. Well, actually, we're not going to do 1 amphibian here. We'll do 1 amphibian here. So now we've got those taken care of. And then I want to do something with a lot of health, because I want to be able to knock out those 10 block things. So, in fact, we're going to go here, and then we will go amphibian at the end. We'll go with a lower level. We don't need that crazy of an amphibian. We'll go with this guy here. So we only need to do 500 damage. So what we're going to do is we're going to basically just stack blocks, and we're not going to do any damage to start, so that we can knock out the used 10 blocks. We're going to obviously not block here because he can kill us. He looks good. It's been a long time since I've seen this guy. It's been a long time since he's been out. So we're not going to, well, block 1. So there's use 1 block. That's what I thought. And we'll do 3. So that's 4 block now that we have used. It was a weird jump of the view. Oh, there's another one. Okay, the boss is acting a little odd. So this is... So that's all the blocks. So that's 10 blocks that we've used. It's very... The graphics are very jumpy. Why are you so jumpy? All right. So he's probably going to go for something now since he's got 8. Hopefully he does. Perfect. Went for all 8. Excellent. Get to see his super animation. And it's okay that he killed us because I only want to do 500 damage. I know that seems odd, but I only want to do 500. I don't want to do more because I want to take it as many of the missions with the lower level boss, right? As the boss gets higher in level, it becomes to a point where it's very hard to it's very hard to do some of these like mix missions where you got to do X number of things. So the lower level the boss, we can keep him in the beginning. The easier it will be for us to knock out the 10 missions. And we don't get credit for anything above 500 because the damage mission is only 500. So it doesn't roll over to the next one. So it should be four missions knocked out here. There we go. All right. So there's, 4. Sometimes it doesn't always register the first one, so I want to double check that it did. Okay, so now we've got use 3 herbivores, use 2 hybrids. So we're going to use 2 hybrids that are herbivores, and then use 20 reserve points. So again, we're going to be blocking a lot here while we build up using those reserve points. So, but let's go get 3 herbivores. So we're only going to look at herbivores. And let's go, ferocity is fine, so that doesn't matter. Let's go, actually we're going to go, the first one is going to be meh, and then we'll do some hybrids. We'll go with so we'll go with 2 monostegatops because we got them, but use whichever, hybrids you have available. They don't have to be your best ones or even your medium ones. Just use something that's going to work for what you're looking to do. So 20 reserve points is going to take a while. And I'm not sure exactly how they count them because I don't know if it counts the ones that you just get or only if the ones that you just so like for instance, if I do 3 here and 3 here, I don't know if it counts that I use 3 or not, but we'll pretend that it does. So we'll say that's 3. Let's see. 3, 4. I think that might only be 4. Because maybe, I don't know. We'll do this for a little while and see how much we can build up here. So we'll let him do a full 8 attack because he can't hurt us too bad with 4 attack. No. We'll do 1 or 2, 3. I can count, I promise. We'll go this. Okay, so then we're gonna do 6 attack, 6 block. We'll just do this a few times until we get to the point where we are hopefully have used 20 reserve points. Like I said, it's hard to tell, it's hard to judge the way the game looks at the reserve points. 4, 2. I don't know what's with the jumping animation. That's something that Lydia needs to take a look at, because that is not normal. Alright, so we'll go back to 6. Let's see, didn't attack. It's the magic jumping snake, teleporting forwards and backwards. Alright, let's do this maybe one more time. Are you gonna jump? Yes, you jumped forward. So scary, snake. Alright, one more here. Alright, so this next one we will we'll attack. Alright, that's perfect. So he's got no block. He's got nothing left. We definitely used a stronger creature than we needed to. Alright, so we've done the more than the 1,000 damage that we need to do. It's yard work day. If you can hear that in the background, I apologize. Okay. Give me a second. I'm gonna close some windows. Hopefully that lessened it. I don't know if it did or not, but hopefully it did. All right, so we need to let him kill us. So this next round, we are going to use all the blocks. Now I should take us out. And see, this is only doable when the boss is a low level and you got higher end creatures. Bosses tend to increase attack fairly quickly, which makes it darn near impossible to do these kind of runs at the higher level of the boss. It just makes it super hard. Let's see if he's afraid of. It makes it hard, makes it tough. Oh man, come on. So it's just, the lower level you can keep the boss, the longer, the easier it is to get rid of some of these missions. The higher the level of the boss, it just gets crazy attack. I mean, 3,000, 4,000 attack, which just basically lays waste to everything that you might have available. Excellent. Okay, so he should kill us this time. And we've definitely used our 20 reserve points at this point, regardless of how it counts it. So it should be another 8 missions knocked off. Use 2 hybrids, check. Use 3 herbivores, check. All right, and these next ones, of course, are a little bit... So 6 rare, so we can't do all of them at once, obviously, because we need to use 6 carnivores, 9 pterosaurs, and then 6 rare creatures, and deal 3,000 damage. So we can definitely do, start off with carnivores. So we'll do carnivores only. We'll do by rarity. And this is where the filters become very handy. All right, so 3 rare. So we're gonna go 2 basic, and then we're gonna go 1 strong. And by strong, it's gonna be probably a Carnoraptor. Oh gosh, I went right past him. Oh, that's right. It's like, I can't already have gotten to the strongest Carnoraptors, but I can if I'm only looking at rares. Okay, so we gotta do 3,000 damage. So we should be able to build up plenty of reserves to do that, because it's only going to be 3 attack points. And we're going to obviously click over into the level 2 boss, which as you go through the damage missions, it's inevitable. But I can do 3,000 damage and still only be on the 2nd level boss, which is nice. Yeah, that jumping animation is not good. You're freaking me out, man. You're freaking me out. You gonna attack? Probably not. Going for 6, I'm assuming. Oh, going for 8. Let's see what he does here. Just enough. That's fine. So he's got 3 left, which is fine, because so 1, 2, 3 is our 3,000 damage. 1, 2, 3 for his blocks, and then 2 extras because we can. Because we're just doing more damage for our damage total and against the bosses in general, but it doesn't count against the next level of the boss, which is 252. Since this boss doesn't have this health and attack pattern on any of the other bosses, I'm going to be recording it so I can post it on the forums. All right, there's that. All right, so next one is 5,000 damage, and we need to do 3 more rares, and we'll do 3 more carnivores. So we'll do basically the same thing. And we'll go to, well, actually, we'll just go back over because it won't be too far down for Carnoraptor. So we'll go. All right, so now we need to do, is it 5,000 damage? Yeah, 5,000 damage. So we're going to go from boss 2 to boss 3, as far as level is concerned. I'm just reserving because we will have enough even if he decides to kill us. There we go. Alright, since we need to do 5,000 damage, we're going to do 4 attack, which is obviously more than enough to kill him, even if he is blocking 1. So we'll just do the extra 1, just for good measure. There's another boss level, up to level 3. But if you see, his attack is already up to 566. So, you know, a few more levels, and he's going to be, you know, at 700, 800 attack, 1,000 attack, 9,000, not 9,000 attack, but, you know, it's going to be high. He's going to have a lot of attack. Oh, we have our first Cenozoic one, but we've done our 10, which is good. And so, but we've only done 12 total, so we've got some more that we can do here. So let's do some more here. So use 8 rare creatures, 2 caverns, 9 pterosaurs. So we'll use the 2 caverns and 1 rare pterosaur. So we'll go here, 1 rare pterosaur. And we need to go to caverns. We'll go 1 throwaway. And then 1 strong. I don't know if we can do... Yeah, let's see if we can do enough damage with that guy. 10,000 is going to be tough. Let's see if we can get up to 8. I think we can. So 2, 1, and then we will just reserve after this. Hopefully he's going for 5 and actually uses all 5. No, he's got to have 4. Is he going to use all 4? Hopefully he does. Oh, only 1. Alright, well, depending on how many he's blocking, he will or will not do 10,000 damage here, because we need to do 7 for 10,000. So if he's blocking more than 1, we won't get that mission done. Yeah, there we go. Of course it is. Of course he is. Boss level 4 though. 679. Alright. Just shy. All right, perfect. So we got double the rares. So we're just going to do pterosaurs, rare pterosaurs. We only need to do 2,000 damage, right? So what that was? No, 1,400 damage-ish. 13, really, 1240. So let's do pterosaurs. Go for Rust, rarity, rare. So we'll do 2 throwaways, and then we'll do to go here. So I'm going to do 3 attack with the tappy. And not this tappy, but the hybrid tappy. This 2 animation. His little thumbnail for the creature looks fantastic. Good job there, Ludia. I like that look, but the jumping snake thing is kind of annoying. Look at this guy just doing the bare minimum. Alright, so he's got 1 left. So 1, 2, 3 is enough. Do 4. And again, I don't want to artificially raise the boss just yet. So that should be enough. And we'll do a bunch of reserves. Should attack now, should kill us. This is the one time in the game, I think, where you don't want to actually do as much damage as you can, at least not initially. Once you get to a certain level on the bosses, as far as strength goes, then it's just hit them as hard as you can, as much as you can. But I like to take it slow. See, 25,000 damage. So now at this point, it's beat up the boss as hard as you can, basically, on every single time. So, so we got more rares, more pterosaurs. So again, we'll do 2 low-level pterosaurs, whatever we got that's available. And then we'll go Mega Pterosaur with face-smashing abilities. And our goal will be to get 8 to our super hybrid. Which means we're going to be doing 2 block here. Jumping back, jumping forward, jumping back, jumping forward. All right, excellent. He's got 5, so we should go for all 5. That's perfect. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. All right, what do we got here? We're going to do 25,000. Yeah, we should be able to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, just barely. 32. 32K. On the money. Boss level 5. 792 attack already. There we go. Another damage mission done. Another regular mission done. Use 10 reserve points. And see, at this point, now that the boss is getting to the level he is, it becomes much harder to do the cumulative ones. And it's inevitable the boss is going to get higher level, unless you just use super weak creatures the whole time and don't worry about doing the damage missions until the end, which I guess you could do it that way. It might be one way to do it, maybe less expensive, but it's just kind of, it is what it is at this point. So 2 rares, 2 terras, or 1 rare, only 1 rare, 2 pterosaurs, and then whatever else we want to. So 1 rare pterosaur. We'll just do 2 rare. Don't, it's freebies. 2 rares, 2 pterosaurs, just to make sure. And we got to do 25 or 50,000 damage. So let's go with go with an Indoraptor. I've already done my other events for today, so I do not need to worry about saving my Indoraptors for anything. If I use them now, they'll be off cooldown for tomorrow. So that is nice. I'm gonna do 50,000 damage. Which we should be able to if we can get off an 8 attack. Which hopefully he's gonna have 5. Oh, he's gonna have 3, which means he might do just 1 attack, unfortunately. Oh, I did not. Perfect, okay. Should allow us to use some of our reserve points. Is he gonna go for all 5 or is he gonna go for 4? Excellent. The other thing that will be nice about this is he might not be able to kill us, depending on, well, he probably won't be able to. There's our 50,000 damage. Up to 905, yep, he's definitely gonna kill us. It's our 10 reserve. Our 2 pterosaurs, our rare creatures. Check, check, check. I want to use 9 savannah creatures. Okay, but I do have one more here, so I'm going to use 3 Cenozoics on this last one. Just so we can be done with that. We've done 20 of the missions. It's enough for this video, but I want to get the Cenozoic battle event stuff out of the way. So we'll go with a weak snow to start, and then we'll go cave, and then we'll do a strong Cenozoic. That way we can knock out some damage on our next damage mission. I'm not going to worry about the do 5 attack of 6, because we're just going to be looking to do maximum amount of damage here. Varmints. Yeah, so he's got 2 left. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for it anyways. Oh, sweet, he didn't block. Okay, that's good. 41,000. 41,000 towards the 100K. 509. Alright, there's that. Right, let's collect this. Another rare pterosaur, just in case we need one. Alright, we got lots of super DNA to collect. So we reached boss level 7. Obviously we fought him the one time. We'll reach boss level 10 off video. And then, like I said, you just gotta keep plugging away. I'll probably do more than 30 events today, and then less tomorrow, then less on Sunday. But yeah, get your damage in, so that way we can take this boss out and collect that statue. We only got 3 days, folks. So let's make this happen. It'd be nice to collect this reward. The other cards are meh, but at least they're resources, and you get a chance at bucks and DNA, which is nice. But this is really the prize, if you will. That and the DNA. So since this is a 106 missions, because it has both Cenozoic and Jurassic missions associated with it, total DNA you can get should be right around 19,460-ish DNA. So plenty of DNA to go around if you complete all the missions. So get out there, do some damage, and of course have fun. I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you made it this far, I appreciate you watching all the way to the end. Subscribing to my channel and clicking the notification bell will ensure that you'll be notified as I release videos on the channel. If you found this video helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. If there is something specific you would like a video on in the game, please leave a message in the comment section below on what you would like to see. Again, thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you on the next one.